Once these cuts take effect, thousands of teachers and educators will be laid off. Air traffic controllers and airport security will see cutbacks. These cuts will set back medical science for a generation.
To hear President Obama tell it, the impending $85 billion in spending cuts to the federal budget, known as the Sequester, are the worst disaster since Seth MacFarlane hosted the Academy Awards. But before you dive deep into depression, here are 5 facts that should take the sting out of the Sequester.
These cuts don't have to happen.
The actual cuts in fiscal year 2013 are only $44 billion, according to the Congressional Budget Office. The rest don't even take place until 2014 or later. And whether you used $44 billion or $85 billion, we're talking about 1 or 2% of total government spending.
These cuts don't have to happen.
Even with the sequester, the federal government is expected to spend more this year than it did last year.
These cuts don't have to happen.
The largest chunk of cuts will come out of the defense budget, which has doubled over the past decade. The Pentagon will still have about $500 billion at its disposal, not counting war-related and emergency appropriations.
These cuts don't have to happen.
The White House's Office of Management and Budget says the sequester will cut a whopping $2 million from the $20 million budget for the National Drug Intelligence Center. That sounds pretty bad, until you realize the Drug Intelligence Center closed its doors in June 2012.
These cuts don't have to happen.
The whole damn sequester was the Obama administration's idea. As the Washington Post's Bob Woodward has reported, despite Obama's denials to the contrary, the automatic spending cuts were initiated by the White House as part of the deal to raise the debt limit back in August 2011. So as members of the president's cabinet and party rail against the draconian nature of the sequester and the unfairness of it all, it's worth keeping in mind that these cuts are genuinely puny, and that the president has nobody to blame but himself. For Reason TV, I'm Nick Gillespie.